Hello, it's Angela from Create for Living, and this week I'm really excited to be unboxing my Wordsworth Planner that Wordsworth and Black were kind enough to send to me. So it came in this little box with the secret of getting ahead, is getting started, and a great quote, and just a beautiful top of the box. And then on the sides here you can see it has these different quotes, which I love. If you're really working on something that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you by Steve Jobs, and there's a few others there. And then you've got this lovely tissue paper, so really the presentation made this feel very, very special. So I'm so grateful to Wordsworth Planner for sending this. There's also this gloss photo paper little guide to tell you how to set your goals, long-term setting, short-term setting checklists, thinking about what you want to do, and some really good ideas in there, writing a vision board and various things. So let's have a look at the planner. So I'm going to just take off this little paper piece. First impression is the cover is really sturdy. It feels like a faux leather, but it's not the kind that's going to warp or discolor. That'll keep really well. And then as you open it, you can see in the front page there's a page that tells you in case of loss, please return. It's a title page, blank page, and then there's a page with all the different things in it. You've got your calendars, your yearly overview, contacts pages, password reminders to be useful, time zone page, travel planning. We might not be traveling soon, but you can even do that locally. And then you've got quite a few of your pages on discovering your why, the triplets, and you get right into the calendar pages after the goals map pages and vision board. So lots of pages for goal setting. And then you have each month, for 6 months, you have your monthly calendar, and then your weeks after that for daily planning. So weekly planners and monthly calendar, and then a little reflection at the end of each month, ready drawn for you. And that little monthly planner says things like monthly reflection, your top accomplishments, and your goals. And then right at the back of it, there's some dot grid paper. I don't know if you can see it's dot grid paper, which is fantastic because I love doing additional spreads and collections and things at the back. There's quite a few pages for that. And right at the back here on this last 2 pages, which are dot grid, I'm going to do a pen test for you in a minute. So I'm just going to try out all these pens that you see around. I just kind of rated my collection to see what kind of things I might be tempted to use. And I'm starting out with the Stabilo pens, and which are quite popular. Got lots and lots of colours for these. You can buy them anywhere, Tesco or any store. And I just want to see which pens and how they hold up in this Wordsworth Planner. So I'm just going through all of those. In a moment I'm just going to speed up through that. And you can see I'm just going through the different colours. I was kind of stuck to a certain colour palette, just so rather than have every single pen in my collection. I think I've got like 30 Stabilo pens, so just to get kind of a gauge. Just to tell you a bit more about the planner. So on each of the weeklies, they have a top 3 focuses on the top, and what you're grateful for and a reflection. And then at the bottom they've got a little key that's with a tick for done, what you're waiting on, what you want to delegate or defer or delete, and also an opportunity to rate your week, which I thought was lovely. This is in my next video I'll show you how I'm using this and setting it up. It's a 6-month planner, the horizontal planner. They do have vertical plans as well. But I just, with all the craziness of lockdown, I thought it'd be a good idea to move to try something new rather than doing a full bullet journal setup. So just decorating the planner, so it takes away having to draw those lines so that I can get back into planning. And I'm in the middle of a move. In July we're moving out, and then August moving into our new place. So lots happening, and I'm back at work at the moment already as well, at school. So there's a lot going on. So I just thought for July it'd be really helpful just to have the plan already set up, and then I can decorate it whenever I need to. And I'll show you a little bit about how I've been decorating that as well. And if you want to see more pictures of that, do follow me on my Instagram as well, because I'll be using this for July and then seeing how I like it and potentially moving on for August with that. I've finished my other planner pretty much. I have a few pages left in there, so I'm probably going to use my bullet journal for moving spreads and things like that. So you can see I've done some Tombos, some Crayolas, microns, let's see what else. I've done Uniball fine liners, which I love. I've done some graphic pens, highlights, and then there's some Sharpies there at the top. And I never use these Uniball fine pens in my bullet journals and normally planners because they normally bleed, and so one of them that I hadn't used in ages and it just blotched. I didn't realize it was right at the end, so you can see that's blotched through. But the only other thing that blotched through was the Sharpies, so everything else you couldn't really see any shadowing. So you can see there's a little bit of blotching from that pen that leaked and the Sharpies, but you can't really see anything else. So the paper holds up really well, 120 gram paper, and it was lovely to write on. So I want to just show you now how it holds up for watercolor. Unfortunately I didn't film this, but I've got all the watercolor painted on from those watercolors inside, and you can see only where I've used a lot of watercolor. I really wanted to test this, so I put loads and loads of water and just let it sit on the page. That's the only place that it kind of ghosted through. It didn't even really bleed through, but the rest really held up well, so I was quite encouraged with the watercolor. Obviously if you get the paper wet it will go right through, but if you kind of use more of a dry method, wet on dry, you should be okay. And then just some of the specs: eco-friendly, lies flat, pockets, 2 markers, acid-free paper, no bleeding and ghosting. Definitely check them out. They're on Amazon or on their website. See you next time. Bye.